Hello, it is I, Alex, or as I am prone to call myself on Saturdays, Batman. Uh, just for those of you that don't understand, that see my Facebook but don't understand what Saturday means. Uh, well, first of all, MeTV runs Batman, 10:30 Pacific time, 11:30 Mountain time here. Uh, and when me and a bunch of the guys were still at the shelter every Saturday night, three or four of us. Uh, we would gather faithfully every week to watch Batman, and I started calling it Batter Day because of that. So yeah, it's in. I have to watch it on an app on my phone now because MeTV isn't up here, which is okay. Oh no, if only that were my biggest worry, not being able to get MeTV on cable here. But yeah, it became a tradition. I would fry up a pound of bacon, eat that while watching Batman. They were I surprise them sometimes with my ability to just chow food down, which is, for those of you who know me, I'm the type of guy that I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want. Uh, don't really care. I've never. The only time I ever put on weight seriously was at the shelter because there wasn't much to do activity wise, and you got fed. You got a meal there. You got breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. And then I was also doing volunteer work at the food bank, and they would let me take home within reason anything I wanted to. So I was eating pretty good and then not walking any of it off. Well, since I got to Cranbrook, I pretty much have done nothing but walk and had to buy my own food. And lordy, it's expensive. But anyhow, yeah, so I've always been able to eat whatever I want and I don't really care. There's foods I don't like, asparagus and tomatoes I'm not too fond on, and a couple other things like so a few foods that I can't even remember past two. uh, Anyhow, I just wanted to make a video for today because well, I'm in a much better mood today. Situation hasn't changed at all, but I did get to spend time with a good friend today. Got to chat with them, just about everything. That always helps, and also it's kind of weird now that I'm not working. I can actually just go do whatever I want within reason. Uh, so it's weird to be able to get out and not worry about getting a phone call about this is broke or that's broke. Uh, But yeah, much better frame of mind today, even though nothing much has changed. Well, nothing's changed. Another day has gone by. That's about it. Uh, but yeah, it's weird. The days are up and down. One day fine, one day not. I guess that's just how it's going to be. Uh, Still appreciative of all the love and support I've been shown, both on Facebook and my YouTube channel here. And then the GoFundMe is going all right. I'm quite surprised, honestly. uh, People care. I knew people cared. I mean that I thought nobody cared. But one thing I did want to address about the video from last night was when I got upset talking about my little buddy, my good luck charm, and how upset I was that she's going to have to get hurt by the end game here. And it does. It's the one thought that just keeps going through my mind. Um, but I realized afterwards that she's not the only one that's going to be hurt. It's just that she's a child. She's 7. She shouldn't have to deal with that just yet in life. But unfortunately, these things do happen, and children do get exposed to tragedy, and it's a real shame. Um, but I know there's family and friends that are going to be equally as upset, and I didn't mean to downplay how I feel about how it's going to affect them because I know it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt me a little bit too, but uh, yeah, no, I do appreciate that there are other people besides her that may be having difficulty with this or are going to be hurt when it plays out the way it's likely to at this point. So after the biopsy, I may get some slightly uplifting news. Who knows? But until then, I'm preparing for the outcome to be what I suspect it's going to be. The only thing don't really know anything about yet is because if it's not operable, like she said, then it's not going to go away on its own. So, and I also don't know. I thought about this earlier today, and it kind of picked me up a bit by being not operable. It might be a case where they've got to shrink the tumor down to a size where it becomes operable. So I'm looking at the positive nature of that. Shouldn't say that, but there's always hope, right? A little bit past, if you're beyond hope, well, you're in merit. There I go, being an idiot again. But I'm also not the only person in the world going through something like this, and some of them, I hate those commercials for like St. Jude's Hospital and that, where not only should kids not be exposed to tragedy like I just mentioned a few minutes ago, kids shouldn't fucking get sick like that. It should be a non-thing. Kids shouldn't be getting cancer. Kids shouldn't be worrying about their mortality. And it just irritates me that this is a thing. And thankfully, there are places like St. Jude's Hospital, Children's Hospital, Ronald McDonald houses all over the place. So I'm glad that those are there. It's just a shame that they need to be. Again, I guess it would be nice if nobody got cancer, but that's not the real world. It's just not how it works. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I went to Walmart because when I went for coffee with my friends there today, I asked them if they could swing me by Walmart so I could pick up a couple of snacky things. I now have no room in my fridge. It's all food. I ended up, but they had so many good deals. I just like, eventually I'm gonna need to buy more groceries. And doing it when you got a ride and someone to help you carry the big bags back into your apartment, it's a lot different than walking to Shoppers Drug Mart with a couple of bags that you think you can carry home and not having as good a selection. So I just spent about 150, 160 bucks at Walmart on food, ice cream, which should be its own food group. Went to a butcher store too. I got like real food, not just quick nuke it stuff or Dollarama cheap cans or whatever. So today was a good day. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna watch. I found a movie, Abbott Costello movie on Tubi. I didn't even know existed, so that's gonna be good. They are my absolute favorite comedy team. Abbott Costello. Some people might just think of them as slapstick stuff, and a lot of it is. There's a lot of their humor that's very smart play on words. The classic "Who's on first," but there's other bits like that. Like with all the new technology that's come about since they both passed, one in 55 or 56 and one in 71. I think Lou Costello died first and Bud Abbott died about 10, 15 years later. But with all this new stuff that's come along and new words and technology, like I think computer terms like bits and bytes, like I just see Abbott Costello going off on that with playing on those words and just different things. I think they'd have been a success in any era. Anyhow, I got sidetracked there. I just love those guys. They're like I said, my favorites. There are other comedy groups and comedians that are as funny or are funny, but those two are just the absolute best. Um, yeah, I've got not much to do. I don't know if I'll do a video tomorrow or not. I'm gonna go get my picture taken with Santa Claus at the mall, so I might maybe come up. I'll probably just put that on Facebook, but I do got to sit down and start thinking about my stuff here. That's the part that is being in limbo because I won't know exactly what my year end plan is until I get the biopsy on the 13th and then the results on the 20th. Because if there's a chance that I can fight it, well, there's always a chance. But if they come up with a plan of attack that says, we can't operate on it, but we can do this and that, and we can hopefully work towards keeping me around a long time, then I'll probably stick around this area. Um, I don't know. Like I would have to figure out rent and stuff. I already got things in motion for that. But if it's not good news, if they basically tell me, well, go home and start digging a hole. What a horrible way to put it. Sorry, get your affairs in order. Um, now I'll definitely be leaving, but I got to at least have a plan in place for what I'm going to do with my shed. Like, I can't take everything with me. Most of it, I barely brought anything. No, actually, when I came up here, I had a suitcase with some clothes and some books, and that was it. But now I've got a TV. I got all these other things, so I got to figure out what to do with all that stuff. Uh, yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, the emotions come and go. Um, it's a hard thing to explain. Like, when you get this kind of a news, really every day, I shouldn't say this, that this is how other people should be, but you would think that when you have news like this, that every day is kind of a bad day and you worry about the future and what's going to happen and how scary it is and all that. But it's not. Like, there are days where I'm completely fine with what's going on in terms of acceptance. And then there are days like last night where let's just say that when I finished the video, I wasn't done crying. Just it happens. I guess the emotions build up. Every few days, you just have a breakdown. I guess that's how it'll be. Um, yeah, you wonder, like, why me? This isn't fair. And I can't really say that because I know why me. I fucking smoked for 45 years. That's why me. And as far as being not fair, well, you know, don't do things with a very predictable outcome for 45 years and then bitch and moan about how unfair it is that the very likely outcome is what happened. Right? Like, that's just a fact of life. Uh, yeah, no, so this is going to be a shorter video. I'm already up to 12. Holy cow, 12 minutes. Um, nice to see there's a hockey game in the afternoon tomorrow, 2 o'clock my time. That'll be cool. They're playing Tampa Bay. I have no idea how Tampa Bay is doing because I don't have players on that team, so I really don't care about them unless they're playing a team I do have players on, which I do with the Canucks. I've got 3. Lankinen, who's probably going to start playing less now, but that's okay. He's already played a bundle and got me good. He's my number 1 point getter because you get 2 points for a win. And if it's a shutout, you get 5 bonus points. So you get 7 points for a shutout win. And he's had 2 of them so far. And he's just played stellar. He's gotten pretty much anytime he's in net, I get my 2 points. But and then I got Sherwood and Bluger, who are both, I really liking that Sherwood. I wasn't paying much attention to him until I had him on my team. And because I shouldn't have been able to get him until the All Star draft, but people in the league, someone pulled a quick one because I kind of got duped by office pools. They had players listed that weren't even playing anymore, and I picked one of them, so that's on them. But yeah, so that's how I got the 3. But yeah, no, I really like that Sherwood got sidetracked in the middle of my own statement. But yeah, so that's it'll be fun to have an afternoon game, just flake on the couch and watch. But let's see, I'd like to end with a funny story. I've got 2. One, I don't know if you've ever on my Facebook, if you're there around on it at all. Every now and again, you might see me make a reference in regards to my younger sister, Linda, about a hammer. Well, when we were kids, boy, I could, I don't even know if she was talking yet. That's how long ago this is. I might have been 4 or 5, and she would have been 2. Well, maybe she probably was talking a bit. Uh, and my grandpa had died recently prior to this and giving me a little mini tool set. And back in the day, it wasn't no plastic crap. These were like, it was literally a mini hammer. It was solid. Same thing with the saw. It would cut, but they were just tiny little things. And so she got into it one day and she's playing with the hammer. And I was like, I want my hammer back. Give me my hammer. She's got my hammer. Mom, Linda won't give me my hammer back. So she gave me the hammer back. Best throw in the history of throws. She threw it, and I still, plain as day, see it going in slow motion coming at me. whoop, 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 smack right in the middle of the forehead. So giving my hammer back, I couldn't really complain, but that's why this become a bit of a running joke for 55 years or so. Really, I try not to bring it up too much, but it's just sometimes the urge is too hard to resist. And the other funny story is I won't mention the gentleman's name because he might watch this video. But I was talking to someone about, and this goes into the dark humor I'm going to be relying on throughout this. I was talking with them when I got my notice that I was going to have to go to Kelowna for a biopsy and all that, and explain things that were going on. And this person wanted to ask me, and they said, "So they're going to send you to Kelowna for your biopsy?" That's what he wanted to say. Uh, what they accidentally said was, "So they're going to send you to Kelowna for your autopsy." And right away, we both started cracking up because really, like I said, I like the dark humor, and for all the misspoken words to come out of someone's mouth, that was the perfect ones at the perfect time, and it just makes me chuckle because it was clearly just a slip of the tongue, and I can understand why. Biopsy, autopsy, talking about possibly dying, so pops into the back of your head, and like words sometimes are prone to do, they get spit out at the wrong time. But this was actually the best time. It's just so funny. So no offense taken, none meant, and none taken at all. But anyhow, I'm gonna go watch this Abbott Costello movie. Gonna have I had a bit of a supper already. So I'm gonna finish off with some healthy orange juice and then milk, but separately, not together. That's disgusting. Then I'm just gonna chill and sit around and wait for na Batman. Or as I said in an email or a text message to somebody, was telling him about it, and then I went na cat scan, cat scan. Yeah, I know I'm a little bit bent, but that's how I'm gonna get through this. So hopefully you can all tolerate me. Anyhow, thank you all very much again for those of you that are watching the video and spreading the word on Facebook and sending me love and contributing to the GoFundMe. Again, it's had quite a response. I wasn't expecting that. Very thankful that that person set that up for me because I don't know if I would have. I mean, it's unfortunately a necessary thing because I will have expenses, and I don't know where I'm going to get the money from, other than the money I have coming in and the money I'm getting scheduled to have come in once all the paperwork is properly filed. But it will be what it'll be, and issues will resolve themselves or get resolved by somebody. I have other concerns right now because obviously that's one of them, but it's not the main concern right now. The main concern is hoping for good results and then hoping to. I would really like to be able to come back in a year with another video saying I beat this. There I go. I better stop soon because that would be awesome. We'll see. This is video 7, which wow, people seem to be enjoying them and keep telling me they like my stories. They like how me talking. They they like how me talking. Yeah, as you can see, I'm in a definitely better mood. Kind of in actually a bit of a silly mood. It's better than last night, but it's the thing with this. If anyone else going through something like this, when it's kind of a grieving process. You just gotta let it wash over you when it comes, let it work its way out, and then go back to trying to be normal till the next episode comes along. Which that's a joke I've always told. Speaking of episodes, I am not a magazine. I do not have an episode. Yeah, so I screwed up my own joke. I'm not a magazine. I don't have issues. I'm more like a TV show. I just have episodes. Anyhow, I get it. Live long and prosper. Love each and every one of you. Thanks again for popping in to watch this video.